We're losing center sector. Hold.
What's going on, guys? Fetz here, and I have our first Medal of Honor gameplay for you after the official launch. Playing on Shogor Valley. This is a TDM gameplay. And the way TDM works in Medal of Honor is the first team to 75 kills wins. So essentially, kill to death ratio is everything in this game. You need to kill the other team more than they kill you. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen a whole lot with the teams I've been on early on here, but it's this so far has been a really fun game mode. I like sector control quite a bit, but when you're playing solo, which I was doing all morning today, TDM is really a lot of fun because you can kind of just take care of yourself and not worry as much about your battle buddy. Although I did find myself running out of ammo quite a bit when I had a bad battle buddy or fire team buddy. But hey, what do I think of Medal of Honor Warfighter now that the game is out? Well, it looks a lot better with the HD texture pack. It's kind of something we speculated on with how small the demo was, or the beta. The texture pack, I think, is bigger than the entire beta file was, so it's natural that the graphics weren't so good in the beta, but I think they look great here. I know there's going to be some of you PC guys that are going to disagree because I'm playing on Xbox 360, but it looks fantastic. I'm more than happy with the graphics. I'm happy with the gameplay. I'm playing on, I think, max sensitivity for the control layout, and that seems to be working. I got used to it. I can't snipe very well like that, but I had that same problem in Battlefield 3, so that's something I can always adjust. So far, I played Spec Ops class exclusively in the beta and loved it, and in the full release here, I've been really liking the Assaulter class because I pre-ordered and got limited edition. I do have the Spec Ops unlocked right away, and I just wasn't liking it as much. Although I will say that the Spec Ops vision is really annoying to go against. There's times where I hear it, like you can hear a ping when someone uses it. So I know that they're there the same way they know I'm there, but they still get the drop on me. Maybe it's just because it's a little better close quarters class. So that's been kind of annoying. But the Assault class is very well rounded. And I find that unlike in the hotspot mode that we saw in the beta, playing TDM or sector control, I wasn't using the Spec Ops vision nearly as much. So with this class, the grenade launcher I don't use too much, but there are times where I'll see enemies bunched up and they don't see me, and I know that it's pretty hard to get 3 or 4 kills with one mag. So I'll go to the grenade launcher and shoot at them. It's got a big disadvantage, and it's really slow to deploy and slow to reload. You only get 2 rounds, so I think they balanced it really well. But so far, tactics-wise with TDM, it's your classic TDM tactics. Stay on the outside of the map where there's not so many angles. I've had a few issues with TDM spawns, with kind of like those revenge spawns where guys will spawn behind me, or I assume, and the reason I assume that is because I've spawned behind the enemy. Part of that is probably that none of us really know the spawn system yet, so we're kind of standing in places we wouldn't normally. If I knew a spawn was in XYZ, I wouldn't stand with my back to it. So that's happening still, and that's part of a new game. We're definitely going to be doing some map walkthroughs to help with that once we figure out the spawns, and just kind of help you guys get a jump on that. I have quite a few friends that aren't getting the game till the end of the week or a couple days later. The line at GameStop was non-existent, so a lot of people didn't go crazy with the pre-order on this. And there's another annoying thing, is those PDM mines. Man, you can see them if you ADS on them. They spot from your scope. But if you're just moving around the map, they're really hard to see. So pro tip is throw down PDM mines in random places for cheap kills. On the other hand, they're kind of annoying. But one of the other things with this game is headsets are back. Like, do you remember if you played Modern Warfare 2, having a headset was essentially a game-changing advantage because you could sound whore, you could hear guys coming. I have a really good headset, and I can hear guys so easily. I've gotten a ton of kills so far just from hearing a guy on the other side of a wall running, and then I post up and wait for him with my sights up and just drop him. He never even has a chance. So it's every bit as good as the Spec Ops vision, and at the same time I can definitely hear myself, and I'm aware of the fact that other people can hear me if they're using a headset. So if you don't really have a good gaming headset, or if you weren't using it, like Battlefield 3 sounds were amazing when they worked, but you didn't need them. Like, they didn't give you an advantage. So that's definitely something I've noticed with Medal of Honor that I love, because I love that about Modern Warfare 2. You know, other than that, it's been a little bit frustrating with some of the players being new and not understanding. Like, I had a game right after this where I had a 2.5 KD. It was TDM, and I looked at the end, we lost, and I was honestly the only person on my team that had a positive KD that did anything to contribute towards the objective of getting 75 kills before the other team did. And I wasn't mad, but it was like, dang, like that's on one hand it's fun because it's like, well, I did well, and that's kind of one of the beautiful things about TDM. I don't have to worry so much. But it doesn't help my win-loss ratio, which is a very important stat to me personally, more so than KD. But all the people that complain about KD whoring, I mean, it's kind of back with Medal of Honor, and that's fun. Like, KD is important. You know, a good KD brings in score streaks, lets you devastate the enemy. I get a couple score streaks here, and a couple games I use like the guided rocket to take down the enemy Blackhawk really quickly, and that was pretty effective. You saw that in the intro, actually. What else is going on? Oh, one thing. Oh, here's a guided rocket. I get a kill with it. So I'm still learning. They're pretty hard to steer, and I haven't got any good multi-kills yet with them, but that's a great score streak. Another tip for you guys that I learned is you see the red diamond on your mini-map in the lower left. See how it's a solid red diamond? I'm going to zoom in on it here for you. So it's solid red. That means he's on the same level. When it goes to that diamond outline that you see, that means he's on a different level than you, above or below you. And then you can see as I come back up the steps, it turns back solid because I'm back on his level again. And I lead in with like a nice, this is a really good clip. I get like a triple or quad here almost. But that is something that took me a couple games to realize what that diamond was doing when it was changing like that. Luckily this guy's oblivious. I think he's sniping up here, and that's what he gets. So that's a good tip. That'll help you a lot when you first start out, if you haven't got into this game yet. And those targets scared the shit out of me right there. I thought there was a whole squad waiting for me. And yeah, the first night, so Krupp and I got it at launch, and it was a little frustrating. We were playing on European servers. They didn't bring the US servers online. That was really frustrating. Now today, playing on US East servers where I live, the hit detection has been great. I have no complaints about that. Here you see me pulling a UAV right at the end of the game. Unfortunately, I didn't get this sooner because it's great seeing them light up on the map like that. I don't think there's a counter to it, so pretty powerful score streak, really. But yeah, with the servers, the local servers, things have been a lot better, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this game. I'm really excited now today. Last night, not so much. Today, I'm really enjoying it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. We got a lot more videos lined up for you guys. They're going to be coming out all week long. So make sure you subscribe. Hit a like. It really helps us grow our channel. And thanks for everyone getting us to 400 subs. This is Fetz, and I'm out.